Hello, how's it going today? It's Frankie Nelson here, back with another football review. And I got to say, this United team infuriates the life out of me. Like, literally, I could not know what to describe how annoyed I was. And yes, I've been annoyed with this United team so many times this season, but this is a different kind of annoyance as per usual with this team, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, this team are like chalk and cheese. They turn up when they want in the match. They turn up when they have to turn up. But they don't turn up in a point where it really is it's really important and needed for them. I mean, where do I begin here, man? I mean, literally, like, it was that first half of that Bournemouth match was so easy. It was so, I can't tell how easy it was for this Bournemouth team to play against us tonight. Like that today, literally, it was just like the goals. I could describe it to you so that was just like a carbon copy. The first Bournemouth goal came in. What was it? I think Solanke had it, and Kwambale slips or something like that. Inexperience. Goes depend, goes just outside the penalty box. He shoots in the bottom corner. So I'm thinking to myself, oh God, it could be another 3-0 from Bournemouth against like it was Old Trafford. They took the lead at a similar time to that as well. Bear in mind, I think it's probably a few minutes later they scored than that. And then, and I was thinking to myself, okay, fair enough. We could, we should be able to score here because I'm not going to lie to you. We did move the ball okay. I thought when the way we moved the ball, I was like, okay, we could be sharp here for the first 2-3 minutes when we were moving the ball around. We had an odd opportunity, but we didn't have much. But we kept possession quite well for here and there, so we should be penetrating them. And then we got the equaliser that came in from Bruno Fernandes, who I thought had a good game today. I was don't know where that came from, but we were due a goal. We had to score. Like we weren't going to go on for this without scoring. And I was thinking, okay, this could be. We could have a good comeback here. We could score again. We didn't. We didn't continue with the tempo. That is what pisses me off with this United team. We can score, don't continue. We can go behind, we don't continue with a tempo that we had if when we've been playing well. That's what annoyed me. I think there was a point where Rashford went through on goal. I think not necessarily through on goal, but he should have squared it. Easy. He shoots him in the side netting. That it just annoys me in so many levels to the point where we could have actually scored another goal against this Bournemouth side. And again, Bournemouth scored from something similar. Defence wide open, leaving out so much space outside the penalty box. Like what? I do not understand what Ten Hag's tactics were today, but this is the most open I've seen United. You can argue all you want about old Chelsea, Brentford. Okay, Brentford will open up just a bit that we got dominated. Against Chelsea and Liverpool, I mean, yeah, Liverpool, you could say, we dominated, but we weren't open up like that to the point where, yeah, Liverpool did get goals, but it wasn't like that. It was a bit different. This game felt different. I've never seen us this open up before for a while in this manner. Like, literally, like, the defense needs to fix up in this season, or the rest of the season. It needs to fix up. And then what? I think, was it, no, was it Clive scored? I can't remember who scored for Bournemouth the second goal. But it was just incredibly easy to score against us today. I was fuming at that defense. I was just like, I wasn't even bothered anymore. I was just okay, score then. Cool score. I mean, I thought they were going to score fair. That dominance. They had 5 shots on target, I think, and 20. About what 10 or something off target. Like, I'm not going to complain about shots too much. As long as they don't go in the back of our net often, I'm happy with that. Now, I've seen City and Liverpool face shots as well in their goal, but at least for them, they take the opportunity to make most of those mistakes. We couldn't. We may have equalised, but they went and took the lead straight after, minutes after. And that isn't good enough. If that was Liverpool, City, or Arsenal, right? Because they're in the title, they'll have character to keep going and actually equalise and going to win it, as I've seen this season. Whereas with us, we just crumble because we don't have the capabilities of actually these actually going for that, keeping up the tempo and actually defending while staying compact. I don't know. It's like we woke up, gone behind, then we equalise, and then we concede again. And then at half time, I don't think there's another chance from us. I'm not even going to bother talking about whatever chance that was, though. I mean, it was sloppy, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I feel like Fielders United players there was sloppy, but I don't know how to describe it, man. I mean, they were sloppy, but it's almost as if it's like we could have, we still had the capabilities and the quality to go on and score again. I mean, the second half, Fernandes gets a penalty. This was nearly late on the second half. Fernandes got a penalty about half an hour of the game to go and whatnot. Got a penalty, which was a clear penalty, whatever anyone says. The Bournemouth player had his hand out, which obviously is a penalty. I mean, it wasn't as if it was close to him. It came off another Bournemouth player, whatever. But he scores it, and he was a good player for us today. This is the thing. He didn't perform bad. He may not be good on the ball, but at least he could score when it matters. That's what I like about this Fernandes player. He can score when it matters. He may have his arms over the place, whining. But I kind of like him somewhat because he can score goals at least for us. He can still be a bit of a playmaker and he wants, but you can't force someone to score goals in the game. He had, if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't have scored today. I'm telling you right now, if somebody else would have taken that point, they would have missed. And it would have been it for us like that. And then you would think, okay, I was still a bit weird because it's like, okay, Bournemouth could retake the lead for a third time in the game. And, you know, and they didn't really capitalise on that. And they didn't have another shot on target. We technically stayed more compact in the second half, so we had an opportunity to score a third. And we didn't. I think there's a moment in the penalty box where, but I think Ahmad had a bit of a volley, which was terrible. I've got to admit that, by the way, it was awful. And then we had the other opportunity was like, I think there's one block or something. I can't quite remember. We didn't really do much apart from score a second. And they were there for the taking, Bournemouth as well, just as much as we were. We had the quality to continue to actually keep going forward, but we didn't. Rashford was infuriating. This decision making, this team is the worst I've ever seen it. Like, yeah, I don't care about the league now. Literally, we're not gonna even the games that we've won. It wasn't the fact that it wasn't convincing. For me, the issue is that we're not getting anywhere if we win matches. I don't care about playing for pride at this moment in time. But we're playing for fourth or fifth. I don't care. I don't care if you're not getting the Champions League. Trophies is the main thing for this club. I'm focused on this FA Cup. And if we don't win the FA Cup this season, it'll be a very disappointing season for us. No matter where no matter where we finish, we win that cup. That'll be the achievement. I don't care, literally, and that's what annoyed me today. And that's like a fourth draw in a row, I think. So we're not losing, but we had opportunities to actually win the game and change it. At least we're getting some points, but we need to start doing a bit more. If we would have just converted them into wins, it would have been different. Like Brentford away, we should have held on to that 1-0. Even despite how bad we played, we should have held on to it. Bournemouth away, we should have nicked a win. Then I could look at these last four matches and say, you know what? It wasn't too bad. We got good results in the draws that we had. Liverpool, great draw, I've got to say. Chelsea away, unlucky. We shouldn't have conceded a fourth at the end because that would have been quite a good draw for us, I would say, in my opinion. Yeah, today's match, I don't know how open we were. Like, it's almost as if it's like the players went ball back defending. We stood there and we just let it happen. And I don't think Bournemouth had to play that well. If it wasn't for a 9, it would have been 3-4, 3-4-1 at half time, which would have been game over. So the fact that we got away with points there, with a point at least, it's not the best, but with how bad we are, we need as much points as we can. That it's positive at least, but at least we scored goals. I mean, at least it shows we have goals in this team, and people would agree with me on that one. No matter what, no matter how negative or United fan or how positive, at least we've got a goal in our team. And it's all right to be facing all these shots. I'd rather face so many shots and win the game. Like, you can play brilliant football and not win matches, which is more infuriating. And we should have took advantage of equalising. We had more than enough time to at least get another goal. There probably been 2, but we're not that sort of team to score 3-4 goals. Well, we scored 3 goals before, but not often have we done it. Honestly, it's getting to a point now where people say Ten Hag will get sacked. I can see why. I can understand that, but let him out to the end of the season. Why are you sacking him now? What's the point? The new manager will come in, and the new manager will be clueless. At least take another manager in for the next season. At least then the next season will be like training for the next manager. I think the players are good. I think the players are better than it's shown. I think I wouldn't sell it. I would sell players obviously to rebuild, but to sell all of them. Some of those players have actually built us out of jail this season. I don't know. I mean, I would have played Anthony for that game. I think that would have been a perfect game for Anthony. As much as he hasn't been at his best, I think he creates moments for us where it's important. I think Hoyland was playing today. I didn't notice him. That literally he didn't do anything today, which is disappointing. I like Hoyland. I mean, on to the other results though. Good point for Burnley. I wouldn't say it's a good point for Burnley though. Burnley. I mean, I don't know what, but the Burnley keeper was doing against Brighton. I mean, that's a bit of a stoppy goal to concede at the end. Very poor. You got Brentford with a cruiser against Sheffield United. Sheffield United would. You would think they're going down already because they can see too many. We might struggle with them knowing us in the next league game. City thumping victory 5-1, proper statement from them. Um, you think Liverpool should win the game tomorrow? Arsenal against Villa could be a tough one. We'll see how that goes for tomorrow. Newcastle, what a victory! Wow, gone above us. Well done, touche. I thought that'd been a harder game for you. Tottenham should have put more of a better fight. I didn't expect that at all. Tottenham, you lot should still finish in European spots, Tottenham. So I wouldn't panic yet. Though. I think. Then again, if Arsenal beat Villa and you win, if you would have wanted and Arsenal would have beaten Villa, you could have been fine. You would have probably sat in that top four spot. So poor right there. Forest have a great, I would say satisfactory derby draw. Should have been winning that as well to get yourself away from relegation. I mean, it's all touch and go. I think there's one match tomorrow that I've missed out for the tomorrow. I know Chelsea's playing Everton on Monday, which I'm imagining Chelsea to cruise it, but I don't know the last time Everton actually won at Chelsea. So there's the issue right there. That's what things we thought about right there. I think that's all the scores. If I miss anything out, I do apologize. I don't think I missed anything. No, I haven't missed. We're good. If you enjoyed this video, so I can't even talk. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment, share with everyone you know, subscribe and hit the bell notification below. So I'll see you in my next video.